You know, I never get tired of listening to that theme tune. I've listened to it about a dozen times today as I was editing our opening sequence, and I keep bopping around in my chair. Hi, my name's Jeremy Webb. I am Neptune Theatre's artistic director and your host tonight for another edition of Off the Leash. Off the Leash is our opportunity at Neptune Theatre to stay in touch with you all during the COVID-19 crisis and lockdown. We hope you are well. We hope you are safe. We hope all of your people are well and safe as well. Tonight is a wonderful night. We've been preparing for this night for 18 months, except it's not quite what we imagined. Tonight would have been the opening night of Billy Elliot, our season closing musical. I would right now, it's 8 o'clock, I'd be right now standing at the back of the auditorium, pacing up and down, watching my guests and a whole bunch of other people on stage. I'm watching, hopefully a lot of you watch the performance of Billy Elliot. It's incredibly sad and heartbreaking that we are postponed. It was for the right reasons. You know what, let's bring in my guests. I want you to meet them and we'll have a little chat for a while and reminisce about a production that didn't even get to start rehearsals. We were days away. Let me bring them in one by one. Nicola Dornbrook.
Hello.
Wyatt Moss, Donovan Colin,
Hi.
Tim Funnell. How are
Hello.
you all?
Very good.
Wonderful.
Very good.
All right. What I always do to start off with is very quickly fly around the chat room here and just double check where you are, how you're doing, and if you're staying relatively sane during the isolation. So I'll start with Nicola Dawn. How are you doing? Where are you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm in Montreal, just up in the Laurentian, on a top of a hill, baking bread, going slowly crazy, but having fun. I'm actually enjoying being home with my husband. It's quite rare for me to be at home, so it's cool. I'm enjoying it.
I think a lot of us are experiencing that rare thing about being at home quite so much. I should also mention who you would have been playing, who we would have been watching tonight. We would have been watching you play Mrs. Wilkinson.
Yeah, Mrs. W, my bucket list.
Yeah. All right, let's move along the line. I've noticed that David Light has just popped out of the room for a second. He's probably forgotten something in the green room. So let's go across. Wyatt, I think it's fair to say you would have been one of our two Billy Elliots. How are you? Where are you? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm currently in Waterloo, Ontario, and yeah, I'm slightly going crazy, but I'm pushing through, so that's nice.
Yeah, good. Please don't go crazy. You'll be okay. I'm going to move down the screen in the order that I'm looking at things. Donovan Colin is our other Billy. We have two Billy Elliots. We are blessed with, is it a plethora? I don't think a pair can be a plethora. But Donovan, how are you doing and where are you?
I'm doing good. I'm in Yarmouth right now.
Mm-hmm.
Basically baking a lot of bread, staying home, playing with my sisters, doing school.
Are you actually really baking bread, Donovan?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a thing.
It's a thing, isn't it?
What is this obsession?
I don't know what's going on. One person I know who is probably not only baking it, but slicing it too is Tim Funnell, a.k.a. Billy's dad. Thank you for putting it up there.
I just thought I'd give you a
little clue. Yeah, I know. How are you, Tim?
I'm very well, Jeremy. How are you?
I'm very well.
Good.
Very well. Where are you?
I am in Toronto. I'm also baking bread. Not at the moment. I've just done a Tuscan salmon for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a thing. No, I do like cooking. So
yeah, okay.
So in Toronto, just staying busy. My wife runs her own business, so I've been helping her a lot. And it's been actually kind of cool doing homework with the kids because I never really get a chance to do that. So my two, because it's all online now, so I've been getting doing science and finding out about sound and light and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we've all had to become teachers. Those of us.
I know.
David Light, I think you're a little closer to me geographically. Can you hear me? We can't hear you. Oh, David.
David.
I
We'll
can't.
come back to you, David. Are you going to unplug something?
I'm failing dismally. I'm trying to poke him.
I'm going to come back to you, David.
I think it's his headphones.
I think it is.
No.
No, it's not. All right, we'll come back to you, David. David Light is to play Tony, Billy's older brother in the show. At any point you think you've got your microphone working, David, just give us a shout out and we will. Oh, that hurt.
Oh.
No. Okay. So, folks, here we are on what would have been our opening night. Obviously, it was a really, strangely, not a tough decision to make because we didn't have much in the way of choice. And also, it's the right decision to keep everyone safe. But nonetheless, it was kind of heartbreaking and disappointing. Nicola Dawn, what went through your mind when you found out?
I said, I've got to unpack the car, first of all. I was I was gutted. I was really ready, and I literally had just packed everything. And I thought I was the only person at that point. I was the only person affected because it didn't seem like anybody around me was being affected. So I was like, oh, well, them's the breaks, that's just the way it goes. And then, of course, over the weekend, the stories started coming in of everybody's shows, coming to a halt or being postponed. So I felt a bit better. But initially, I was pretty gutted. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all were. We're getting some messages coming in already. Actually, they usually take a few minutes to start, but I don't know. You guys who have inspired. So let's do a few here. Bridget says, "Hi, everyone, what a delight." Oh, our wonderful costume designer. She's. I don't know whether she's met many of you even, because of course she was working and continued to work actually after we postponed, because we had 2 more weeks of preparation that we could do under the rules. And actually, while we're here, I'm just going to show some of. I know I've got some pictures here. Here's some of her costume designs. Of course, the name is being covered up.
Oh,
Wow.
They're cool.
Very cool. Now that is Nadia Tonen's costume. I know one of them. I know Nadia is watching. And this is Brett Owen's older Billy costume.
Wow.
And that is David Light's.
That is Tony written all over his face.
Yeah.
In watercolor.
Angry. But you could just say it's angry.
I was thrilled to get Lara to come back to Neptune to do this show. And
it looks like you keep her in a box.
Well, we'll just keep her. We'll just
like her iDead picture looks like you keep her in a box.
I do. I'm keeping her right there.
Okay, cool.
In that box. She's in my basement over here. That's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, I'm just going to bring up a couple of other messages here.
Extreme quarantine.
You will see it someday, Lynn.
Oh.
We will get it to you.
Definitely.
And Mary Lou Martin, who, of course, was one of our instructors on our Billy boot camp, where we got our young potential cast members ready. And she's saying hi. Donovan, what are your memories of Mary Lou and the boot camp and the training experience for the show?
Well, I think Mary Lou was a really, really good teacher. She's probably the best teacher I've ever had for anything.
Wow.
And
cool.
At the boot camp, it was really, really fun. We had I really liked the acro.
Yeah.
And I had not really learned anything yet, but when I went there and I came back, I was way better when I came back than when I had gone there.
Yeah. Now I don't know that leading up to Christmas, you were spending some time over in France.
Oh, yeah.
And you actually broke your arm. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah. I was in school.
Yeah.
On stage actually, and I slipped on a ball and broke my arm on stage, and everyone was like, Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave me a heart attack, let me tell you. I heard about it. I was like, let's get a huge sheet of bubble wrap and wrap Wyatt and Donovan in bubble wrap.
One of those big balls.
Just a big ball. Anyway, Wyatt, how you doing?
I'm great.
You got here. You actually made it to Nova Scotia.
Yes, I did.
And then you spent a couple of weeks there hanging out because, until they started cracking down on flights home, you had accommodation. So you got a little bit of a vacation in Nova Scotia. What was your impression of the place?
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. We got to do so many fun things. It was fairly cold, but it was really fun. We went to go to like the wave thing, like the wave in Halifax. And me and my sisters came back like 4 times to try to get up onto the top of the wave because we were like trying so hard, and then we all slid down on the last day.
Oh, that thing on the waterfront?
Yeah. I'm just going to do a legal thing here. Neptune Theatre in no way endorses climbing on the wave, a statue on the waterfront of Halifax, which has many, many signs saying, do not climb. Thank you. All right. I did my bit. Our set designer is watching as well. Brian. You know what? I'm going to do what I just did. I'm going to show. I've got a couple of pictures here of some of the set that you would actually be on right now. These are some renderings that he did. The set was actually being constructed. The costumes were being constructed. Oh wait, let me just move Brian's comment so I can actually show his designs properly. Hold on. There we go. And that's just one of the moments. There's a bit of a dance class going on. So we went for a very industrial, kind of broken down, earthy feel. That's the back wall of the theater with all these lights embedded in it, lots of girders and ironwork, and it's very very exciting. And then that's that one. Hold on, I've got that one twice. Those are the only ones I brought up, I think. There we go. So we're also making use when you see the show. I feel like I'm giving you spoilers here, but we also we actually use the trap door that the miners go in and come out of a mine. There are all these sliding doors at the back. It's very exciting. Cool. So there we go. We just won't see it this week. David, how you doing? Can you hear us now? Yeah, but we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh, well, you know what? This is the
check.
There you go.
Hey, okay, cool. Headphones up.
David Light is back. David.
Hi.
What I was asking you is, you're in Halifax, right? Am I right in saying that?
Yes, I'm in Halifax.
Yeah. And how are you doing under these conditions? You
fine. I mean, I just hang out all day with my dog and my boyfriend, and I think we've watched all of Netflix. We just bunkering down.
You finished Netflix.
All of it. Every single thing. We're on to Crave and Amazon now.
Oh my God.
I'm Ozarked out.
Oh, yeah. So season 3 was
watch The Capture. It's on Amazon Prime.
The Capture. Okay, we'll look over that one.
It's English. It's amazing. Sorry.
So, there you go. One of our stage management team.
Hey,
June.
Hey, June. Hey, June.
This is a nice compliment. I'm not sure who Nicholas is talking about, but maybe all 6 of us.
Oh, hello, Nick. Bless you.
And there you go. All right. Nadia says, "Wow."
Wow.
It must have been about something we said, but about the costume, probably. We showed a costume. So I've got one little video clip here that I want to show you. You may have already seen it. Nadia was very excited about the casting of the show, and her mum found out a few hours before she did, who was in the show with her. Nadia is she's playing Debbie. She's playing your daughter.
My little daughter.
Your little daughter. Well, I'm not sure she's. I don't know how tall are you now, Nadia? Let us know. But she posted a video of the moment because she knows Donovan. She's known Donovan for a while, so she posted a video. I'm just going to find for you of the moment when she found out who was somebody familiar in the cast, and here it comes.
Hey, Nadia.
Yeah.
Would you like to see who's joining you in the cast of Billy Elliot?
Yeah. Donovan's gonna be Billy? Yes! I love that child!
Just so you know, when she meets you, she's going to love you just as much. But thank you for letting me. I did ask permission to share that video, folks, before I did. So how many of you, I think I know the answer, but I'll check. How many of you have been involved in a production of Billy Elliot before?
I have not.
So
probably
3 out of 5, 3 out of 4 of you, 5 of you here. So that's cool. So Wyatt, I know, was in the Stratford production last year. Tim, tell me a little bit about your involvement with the show first. What's your history with? I know you're wearing a t-shirt right now.
This is actually from the US production. I don't. David, did you get one of these?
I got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was so back in 2006 or whatever.
Yeah.
Long time ago. I just found out that my wife and I were about to have a baby, and I needed an acting job, and so I auditioned for something called Billy Elliot, which was about to open in London, and so just got the part, and I was in the London production for 6 years or so, 7 years.
Oh.
And then I left the show in 2011 in London, and moved to this beautiful country of Canada. And about 2 weeks after I arrived, I got a phone call from the New York casting people saying that the tracks, some of the tracks that I played in the UK were the guy was leaving, and so would I be interested? And I said yes, absolutely. And they said, of course you can tap, can't you? And I'd managed to get away with doing 6 odd years in London without ever having to tap in the show ever. In any of the tracks that I did, I managed to sneak through the cracks.
Wow.
And so I said, well, no, but I've watched the show long enough, and I've listened to the show long enough, and every time there were so many ballet girls that came through in training that and they always loved to kind of share how much they'd learned in rehearsals, and so they I kind of learned all of the tap routines from the ballet girls over that time, and so I said to the people in New York, I said, well, I don't tap. But what I can do, I can hear it. I can hear every single beat in my head, kind of thing. So that's kind of what I know. And then the phone went dead for a while, and then after that, it came back and went, "We're gonna need you to come to New York." And so I flew down to New York and spent the day on the Broadway set, because obviously the show had opened on Broadway by then, and I worked with a dance captain on Broadway, and he taught me some various combinations and routines because I'd never put a pair of tap shoes on in my life. And when I did do it, it was purely for show and just to make sounds. And I managed to convince them that I could do it. And so I joined David over there.
Yeah.
If I had a pokey stick, I would poke his face right now, or give it a nice squeak, little. Joined David in the US tour, and we did another 1.5 years on tour in the US.
Wow.
So there you go. So 7.5 years with the show.
I'm kind of now I know all of. I mean, I kind of knew a lot of that, but now I'm feeling really intimidating about directing you in a show that you know way better than I do. So,
I do know the show, but what's wonderful is having been through it with so many different. I think I possibly have done the show with 50 Billies, maybe. Sorry, guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and what's great is, each Billy, each Mrs. Wilkinson, everybody, they kind of rewrite the story, right? Because it is so personal, and you see it, and you see it never. I mean, David will back me up. You know, whenever Billy left the show, it was a mess. We were all a mess every night because it's a family. It was a family every time, and when they left,
yeah,
we were all a mess because it was
Let me ask David. So we've just heard that you've been involved in the show before. What does it mean to you? Because right now where the show is postponed, right? So we're going to get to do it. That's really where we're thinking right now. So yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, the world changes moment by moment at the moment, but what does it mean to you to be doing it again, playing this role in this theater?
It's a show that's super close to my heart. And the one thing I love about the show is it has an amazing sense of family and love and community. And so then to do it somewhere where you actually live with people that are actually a part of your community, I think will just heighten it to a new level.
Yeah. I got some pictures here of you in the show before. That's actually you playing Tony.
Mitch Poulos.
Yeah, Mitch. And that's Antle. That was my put in for Tony in Toronto.
No way.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. There's a whole bunch.
Were you in that photo?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, were you in that photo? Which one?
What was that? Was that the tour? Was that the tour picture?
Yeah, towards the end, I believe.
Huh.
I can't remember.
Anyway.
So
yeah, there's a goofy glam moment.
So cool.
Dancing dress costumes.
So, I mean, I should actually I should have brought this up as well. I actually prepared this. All those photos are from Billy Elliot, the Mervish production in Toronto. Wow. They are not our show. But it's amazing to look at those photos and know what we're planning and how different it's going to look. But also, it's such an amazing story that is so well constructed that so many productions look the same. Donovan, tell me a little bit about your time at Neptune. You've done some shows at Neptune before.
Yeah.
And what does it mean to you to be Billy Elliot now?
Well, I'm really surprised because I've never really done a big role in any other shows. I've mostly been a little role, like a background or something. But I'm really excited to be one of the main characters.
Yeah.
Just one of the main characters, like the main character.
Yeah, so Donovan, what shows did you do at Neptune before? Remind me. I mean, I know, but
the first one I did was Miracle on 31st Street.
Yep.
That was when I was 8, I think, and then the Colony of Uncharted Dreams.
Oh yes.
And then I did It's a Wonderful Life.
Awesome. Well, it's good to have you back. And you kindly came to Neptune because you were in town, or you were able to be in town for our season launch event to give everyone a taste of Billy Elliot back in February, on February the 14th, which now is the only performance related to our production of Billy Elliot that's ever existed up until right now. So, up until we get to do it. Wyatt, what's it like now? You understudied the role of Billy in Stratford, and now, along with Donovan, the role is yours. How is that an exciting prospect now? You don't have to watch somebody else do it every night?
Yeah, because, well, when I was at Stratford, there was always like a bit, like there was hope that I was going to be able to get on. And at the beginning, it felt like, oh, well, I'm obviously going to go on because there's like 120, there was 120 shows. So I was like, oh, I'll probably go on. But then slowly got like towards the end, I was like, maybe I won't go on. And it was like, so, and then I auditioned halfway through for this. And I was like, I really hope that I'll be able to like get the role and be able to like make it my own, because it's harder being an understudy trying to like match someone else's character, especially when it's like the lead role, because it's like your own story. You have to shape the story. So when you're trying to shape someone else's story, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Good answer. There's a message here from Paul, who is in the show. Look at that. His profile picture is actually a picture of all of you.
Oh, bless.
Paul is up in Newfoundland, I believe. That's where he's living. He's another expat Brit. Amazing actor, lovely guy. Can't wait to have him down at Neptune. So thanks for that message, Paul. And let's see if there's anything else here I want to... Oh, yes, this is a good one. Where has it gone? Kyle Gillis, also in the show, wants to do a virtual toast. I think that's a good idea. So if you've got a... Nicola, don't you?
Where's my gin?
Well, I know that a whole bunch of the cast are watching, so we've got a few more minutes left of the show, but I will say that to all of the crew, the Neptune team, the design team, the band, my fellow creative team, Steve, our choreographer, Paul, our musical director, everyone, all of the actors, I raise my glass to you. This has not been an easy 4 weeks as we navigate this time, knowing that we are not working on this show together. It's, I think, out of all of the aspects of this, this is the toughest thing for me personally. I miss you all. I was so looking forward. It's been 18 months in the planning, like I said earlier. So cheers to Billy Elliot and to seeing you all very soon. There we go. Cheers.
Is this product placement? Am I allowed to do that?
I think Neptune gets a check. I do want to mention actually that this live stream is now supported by Support for Culture, and we thank them for their support of arts organizations. And if you are in a position at some point in the future to support an arts organization of your choice, please do so. Right now, the arts industry, like many, is really suffering with a lot of artists, thousands of artists in this and well, millions in this and every country out of work with gigs that got cancelled with little or no warning. So there we go. People are saying cheers now. All the people. There's. I just want to say hi to Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
There you go. And Tyler, one of our miners as well, one of our cast.
Did he grow that mustache for the show?
I don't think so, but you know what? He wouldn't be losing it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Oh no, keep it.
Yeah, it's a keeper.
Keep it. I had to wear a false one for 6 years. Keep it. It's much easier. Did you say me too?
We're nearly at the end of our time together, sadly. 30 minutes go so quickly, especially when there's so many of you. Nicola Dawn, you've never appeared at Neptune before. Am I right in thinking that?
No, I haven't. And I've not done Billy Elliot before. I did audition for Billy Elliot in the original cast and got very, very close down to the last two for the dead mum, but I think I wasn't old enough.
Right.
And then had to do a dance routine in ballet shoes, but it was a tap routine. That didn't go well. But apparently, Jeremy, I heard, maybe Tim can confirm this, I heard that on the first night they all got iPods. So I was just wondering whether that was your plan or I thought I'd mention it.
We give you all eye candy.
Hey, listen,
I can't.
Elton John flew everyone out to Nice as well. So, Jeremy, you got a lot to live up to there.
So, just, you know.
I'll try my best. I mean, you'll be lucky to get some half-eaten leftover meatballs when you come up in the dressing room. So.
I like eye candy. I think that's good.
That was my first joke, and I didn't know whether it was appropriate or not. Isaiah, one of our wonderful kids. Looking forward. Good to see you.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, just so you know, our costume designer saying no to any. Nice cat. All right. Finally, I do want to understand, David, maybe you can sum it up for me. What is it about the story and the show Billy Elliot that makes it such a success and such an emotionally charged event wherever it performs?
I mean, when you get down to it, Billy's it's about unconditional love with a family, and I think everybody can relate to that. It also is an amazing community show. There's so many people that just come together to support one another, and I don't think there's anybody that wouldn't see a little piece of them on stage in that show. And I think that's why it hits close to home to so many different people.
Definitely.
I think right now as well, it's very relevant as well. You had the mine strike, and there was also a very, very strong coming together of the community during that time of the strikes and the lack of food, the lack of money. And I feel there's a resonance with right now, this very situation that we're all going through, how one community, one country is having to change what they do so it doesn't affect the rest of the world. And there's a kind of, everybody's kind of affected by this, but it's a similar sort of vibe, you know.
Wyatt, if you had to tell anyone your favorite bit about already appearing in Billy Elliot, what is your favorite moment in the entire show?
Oh, there were so many amazing moments. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be the Michael after like the Christmas scene, and he's like putting on the tutu, and then he like jumps around, and then he falls on, and he's like, "Oh, my nutcracker," or some line like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's a great job. There's some great moments in it. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for giving up some of your isolation time and coming into this small dark room together. I'm going to end it now by just playing a short official video that we made to update people where we know we're at right now. So hang tight, all of you, and let's just all watch this together. I'll just find it. Here we go. And it's just my voice, so apologies for that, everyone. Hi everyone, this is Jeremy Webb, Neptune Theatre's Artistic Director. From all of us here at Neptune Theatre, we hope that you are doing well, staying safe and healthy. We'd like to remind you that our production of Billy Elliot, scheduled to run April 14th to June 7th, is postponed. We're currently working on plans and dates to bring you this amazing musical sometime later in the year. If you already have tickets for Billy Elliot, they will be honored in our new performance schedule. You can email the box office once we announce the new dates to make sure that you have the performance date that suits you best. Keep an eye on our social media and on our website for up-to-the-date information. Our box office staff are still working from home to process inquiries and subscriptions for next season. We send our best wishes to all of the artists involved in Billy Elliot and all of the other shows in our season. And to you, our audience, our subscribers, donors, and sponsors. We will get through this together. We promise to keep in touch and keep you updated as this ever-changing situation develops. I cannot wait to welcome you back through these doors when they open for business again. I know that everyone here at Neptune Theatre is looking forward to getting back to creating theatre for you. Right now, let's all do our part. Stay safe, stay distant from each other physically. Please take care. Just reminds me how much I really want to see this show. Spending the evening with these people. They are still here. I just want to thank them again. Also, just wanted to give a shout out to Halifax Dance, our partners at Halifax Dance, who participated over the last year with our Billy Boot Camp, which prepared the young people in the show, the young performers, to be ready to audition. And we thank them for their valued support and friendship over this time. Thanks, you five. Give a big wave to everyone. Let's wave to all of our castmates and colleagues that are watching and to all of our audience. We'll see you soon.
That's a heart. by the way. I can't do it.
And everybody else, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.